Still, I tried to ignore it. Told myself someone was playing a sick joke. Until the notes got more personal. You look beautiful when you cry. Stop wearing your hair up. I like it down. You're getting better at saying the lines. The lines? What lines? I started to wonder if it was my ex after all. He knew how much I loved that blue shirt, the way I cried when I was truly overwhelmed. The kind of crying you didn't want anyone to know about. He used to always accuse me of putting on a show when I displayed my emotions like I used to. I couldn't help but shake the feeling that the notes I had found would be something he would say. I checked the restraining order again that night. It was still active, yet useless. I was so weirded out by these events that I brought everything to the landlord. I told him someone had been inside my apartment. He asked if I had locked the door. When I said yes, he shrugged as if I was wasting his time. You're probably just nervous being in a new place. The brain can be fickle and make things up when under a lot of stress. When I went to the police, somehow, they were even worse. They suggested that it was all a prank, a neighbor with a bad sense of humor, or a secret admirer. Even when I mentioned my ex, even when I begged them to investigate it, they said there wasn't enough evidence to pursue such action. Their advice? If you feel unsafe, maybe move to a different part of town. I couldn't. I had no choice but to go home. I thought about calling my sister. Or even my friend Jade. We fell out of touch last year, but she would pick up if I called. What would I say though? Hey, someone's leaving me notes that sound like my ex, and sending me Polaroids of myself sleeping. Can I crash on your couch? I had already leaned too hard on people during grad school. With no money left to my name to break my lease, this was my burden to carry. Besides, what if I brought him with me? I told myself I'd be more careful. The next morning, I found a note stuck to the bathroom mirror. Snitches don't make good wives. They knew, but how? How did they know I had gone to the police? After that, I noticed something strange about the mirror. Sometimes, even hours after my shower, it would be foggy, like someone had leaned in close and breathed on it. Worse was the odor that would creep out from the walls. It was a cloying, acrid tang that carried through the air that smelled like vinegar. Then came the sounds when I would lay in bed at night. Click. Days later, a hairline crack appeared in the lower left corner of the bathroom mirror. It wasn't a clean break, it was as if something behind it were trying to break free. I pressed my phone's flashlight against it and saw not insulation or drywall, but a hollow void. I saw nothing but black, empty space beyond the glass. Shortly after this, that's when I began receiving the gifts. A charm bracelet I lost in middle school, a pack of discontinued gum I used to love, and then, most disturbingly, a snow globe that I was sure had been lost in my grandmother's house fire many years ago. These weren't just keepsakes, they were memories. Whoever this was, they weren't just watching me, they knew me. I started recording voice memos to try and wrap my head around things. I talked to myself and journaled the day's events, and for a while it helped. Until one day, I played one back and heard a 2-minute clip I didn't remember recording. Soft breathing came first and then a sigh. Coughs became sobs before they were cut off by a man's voice. No, no. Not like that. You say, I'm scared like this. Then the sound of my own trembling voice. I'm scared. The man's voice returned in a harsh whisper. I just want you to love me back. I felt sick to my stomach at the revelation that there was now a voice to the weird occurrences inside my apartment. Piper whimpered and hid under the couch, refusing to come out for hours. I ended up sleeping with a hammer beside my bed that night. It all came to a head sometime around 1 a.m. I was sitting in the dark hugging my knees, my heart racing as I listened to the clicking of the radiator. Then came a long grating drag, like metal being pulled across stone. Something was rasping along the drywall in the bathroom. Tap. I grabbed the hammer by my bed and crept to the bathroom silently. Piper scratched at the door as I shut it